Hi, today we're talking about cyber liability insurance. Hi, my name is Brian Mahon, Cyber Guy Bri, and founder of Igloo Insurance, where we offer transparent advice to businesses and families. So, as far as cyber insurance goes, if you're a business in 2025 who's emailing or has a website or uses social media or really relies on any technology to run your business, you're at risk. What cyber insurance is it's financial loss protection to deal with the ramifications of a data breach. The major exposures include data breaches, ransomware attacks, also business interruption, social engineering. Social engineering, also known as phishing, is really where you're tricked into voluntarily parting with funds, maybe smishing, SMS, texting, phishing, or emailing. Business interruption is when you have a cyber attack so bad that you're a sitting duck, right? And you can't do business, but you still have to pay your operating expenses and your overhead and your insurance and your salary. You're a sitting duck, right? So cyber insurance can pay that downtime or that loss of income. If you get locked out or extortion or ransomware, right? You have skull bones on your laptop that says, "Hey, pay 10 Bitcoin here." Cyber insurance can not only pay that ransomware threat, help you get back up and running, but can also help you negotiate that ransom. A lot of these cyber insurance carriers have expert FBI, ex kind of military CIA folks to negotiate these ransomwares down with these threat actors, these hacking groups. As far as coverages go, cyber insurance is really broken down in three parts. First party cyber insurance, I'm the policyholder, I'm me, I need help. That's the business interruption, the data breach, the 1-800 panic button, right? They all come with a 1-800 365 incident response hotline. That hotline's manned by a privacy attorney or a data breach response coach, and it's their job to kind of quarterback incident response service providers at your beck and call. Cyber insurance policyholders can use their cyber insurance for themselves under first party coverages, but it also protects under third party cyber insurance or your patients, your clients, your vendors, your customers are upset with you and they're suing you or saying, hey, this data breach was your fault. That often looks like web content or multimedia publishing liability, right? All these cyber carriers have different names for their insuring agreements, but it kind of brings advertising injury into the 21st century in an online matter, right? Third party cyber around libel, slander, copyright infringement. It's obviously huge with companies using AI tools now, not knowing they may be stealing from others or stealing photos. Intellectual property and trade secrets. So cyber has a lot of third-party coverages, as well as responsibility for a breach, security, third-party cyber liability, as well as fines and penalties that might be hit by regulators. The last section of cyber insurance coverage is really cybercrime. Phishing, social engineering, computer fraud, funds transfer fraud. You might have $1 million of cyber insurance, but only have, 100,000 or $250,000 of cyber crime. So you have to be aware of those sublimits. So there's some special coverages we always recommend. One is called dependent business interruption. You rely on a key supplier, key vendor, key technology partner. Maybe it's Amazon Web Services or some sort of IT service provider, amplifies your business interruption coverage for those key third-party suppliers. If they have a data breach and they're out and you're suffering a financial loss, interruption coverage can help you out. Another one is reputational harm coverage, right? So a lot of data breaches for non-publicly traded companies go unreported or kind of get brushed under the rug, and kind of rightfully so, right? Nobody wants to admit, oh, we didn't take care of your data and we had a huge data breach. It looks bad. These cyber insurance policies comes with public relations specialists to kind of smooth things over with your current customers and avoid losing future potential customers. Key coverage we recommend, we often see missed, is invoice manipulation. It's a newer coverage, but really critical for anyone in kind of business to business billing where your invoice, your legitimate invoice, gets spoofed by a threat actor. Your client, pays it. You call them saying, "Hey, you didn't pay this invoice." You're like, "What do you mean? We did pay it. It was paid to a threat actor." So there's almost double the pain there. but some cybercrime coverage comes with this invoice manipulation coverage. So there's a lot of common mistakes when it comes to cyber insurance. One is simply just not having it. I mean, a lot of business owners' policies and packages and BOPs or riders or endorsements just aren't enough. I mean, they might provide some kind of preliminary third party cyber coverage, but they're pretty weak in first party and pretty weak in cybercrime coverage. So you want to make sure you have those three big components or sections of your cyber insurance policy. Another one is really choosing the cheapest cyber insurance policy, right? You often get what you pay for in insurance, and especially in cyber. There's a lot of sublimits that you have to be weary of that even most insurance agents don't really realize. I actually have specialty training through Chubb and Carnegie Mellon universities, having gone through their CyberCope insurance certification. So I know all these pitfalls and landmines in these policies. So if you have $1 million in cyber insurance, double check. Maybe you only have $50,000 for ransomware. Only you have $100,000 for cybercrime. It's very common. Another common mistake we see is failing to involve your IT department or provider, whether that's in-house with some sort of IT director or outsourced through a managed service provider, IT services company. Cyber insurance is most powerful when it aligns with your security practices. So we want to first understand when you're applying for coverage that the controls you have in place are up to snuff to get the best deals and discounts. And if they're not, have a plan with your IT provider to get you up to snuff, up to par in the next few weeks or months to get ready for renewal. Two other mistakes is really not knowing that a lot of these policies come with a 1-800-365 incident response hotline. It's something you should have in your cell phone, because when these data breaches happen, you might not have your company laptop, or these hackers reveal themselves at the worst time for you, say 2 a.m. Memorial Day weekend on a Friday. Just know that that's baked into your policy, and know that you should know where to access that. The last one I'll say, common mistake, is a lot of these carriers obviously are competing on coverage and pricing, but they're starting to really compete on their pre-incident service offerings. So things like, a free MFA tool, or a free, call with a cybersecurity expert, or maybe some phishing security awareness training videos that are free or bundled in the policy. An IT person watching this video and you're strapped for your budget for the year, maybe you can find some goodies in there that the company you work for is already paying for, baked into their cyber insurance policy. So there's a lot of great carriers in the space. There's actually dozens of cyber insurance carriers in the world and in the United States. I'll mention a few of the most competitive I've seen right now. Number one is Coalition. They're known for kind of their real-time risk monitoring and bundled security tools. They're based out of New York City, kind of a newer insurtech, but definitely an innovator and leader in cyber insurance. CFC is another great one. They've been around for decades, based out of London with a really good claims team. Another is Tokyo Marine. That was kind of Japan's biggest insurance carrier. Now is involved with Philadelphia Insurance Company, but offers, again, solid cyber insurance coverage for small to medium-sized businesses. I'll mention Corvus is also great. At Bay is great. Chubb and Travelers, kind of legacy players in the space. We will dive into each of these carriers in separate videos on our channel, so check out those if you want a full review. So if you're a small or medium-sized business considering cyber insurance, not sure if you have enough, or you want to evaluate your current cyber insurance coverage, this is something we absolutely specialize in, specifically at Igloo Insurance and cyberguybri.com. Our information's below, and learn more in the next video. Thank you so much.